Hello everyone, it's Nanny Moo Moo and Papa Dunk, and today we're at Hatchlands, which is a National Trust property. We're going to have a look around the parkland, and the house is also open. Families at Hatchlands, the house, have been the Boscawans, the Sumners and the Rendalls. And the house today, when it in 1987, Alec Cobb became the latest of a long line of tenants, and the Cobb family moved into Hatchlands and brought with them some really amazing collections of particularly of keyboard instruments. As a National Trust property, it's unlikely we'll be able to film in the house itself, but we're just going to enjoy the parkland and garden. And the land has been mentioned in the Domesday Book of 1086, but possibly was owned by the Priory of Chertsey as early as AD 675. The house itself is a Georgian house, but there are lots of wonderful wildlife and various aspects to the parkland which we're going to enjoy. Come for a walk with us. What's great about Hatchlands is that there are various types of paths and various routes you can take going through the parklands. Some of the routes are paved, which makes them easier for pushchairs and wheelchairs, and others, such as the one that we're on now, is more of a grassy type verge, which really gets you into the centre of the parklands. You can some magnificent trees. And in the distance you can see some families enjoying the sunny morning in May in nature. The last time Papa Dunk and I were here at Hatchlands was, I'm guessing, 2020 in COVID. It was a very different setup then. You had to book the tickets in advance. They only allowed certain number of people into the car park, etc. The weather, I recall, was very different. A bit overcast and quite windy. And this field I'm currently standing in now was like the sound of the sea rushing in towards shore with the grasses. Very different type of day today, but still quite a lot of bird song. Here we are at the sheep wash pond, and The information board said that this was added to the estate at Hatchlands Park in the 1800s. And it says that you can see moorhens, coots, below the surface, water scorpion, tadpole. Along the edges there are various grasses, kingfishers, dragonflies, mayflies, and even bats. I can see some coots, family of coots. Probably won't come up, but one in the lead, one following, and two babies. Quite an impressive expanse of water for a lake, and it's easy to see how it would attract a lot of different types of insects, birds, and flora. Lots of bees. I'm keeping away from the fence for the beehives. Amazing creatures, bees. Hatchlands is very well signposted once you're in the parkland. There are maps, of course, but in true Nanny Moo Moo and Papa Dunk style, we're just going for a wander, following some of the signs. But while it's quite an expansive park, I think it would be quite difficult to get lost, which makes it ideal for families, couples, individuals just to go wandering. We're on a track that hugs the outside of Hatchlands Park. Plenty of dog walkers. And we can see the azaleas are coming out. Some people consider azaleas to be invasive. Probably are invasive. I don't know what categorises a plant being invasive or not, but I just like seeing the colour. Being wild. I think these are azaleas. Might be. You can tell my recognition of flowers, bushes, trees has not improved over the years. I think Hammond's glamping was here in 2020. and I can't see anyone glamping at the moment, but what a wonderful place to do it if that's your sort of thing. So here is a wooden mushroom or toadstool, which I know the National Trust shop sells, and I have been seriously contemplating getting one for our garden. Papa Dunk always persuades me not to at any given point, but it's nice to see how it ages. I mean, this may not be a National Trust garden feature, but it looks very similar to me. We're still on our trail that's hugging the outside of the parkland. I think earlier in the video I showed a sign that said they've got some Sussex cows in the pastures, so I'm guessing they're wanting to keep a very sort of calm feeling while they're settling in. I've come to another little information spot here, and this is another pond called the Dragonfly Pond. And if we take a look at the pond, it's what I would imagine a dragonfly pond to look like. And I have noticed several dragonflies on the walk. We've come off the perimeter track and are now taking a track that walks between two very expansive fields. What a lovely panorama of field, trees, with the soundscape of birdsong. A little bit trickier underfoot because it is a grass path, but I'm thinking it's worth the trickiness, and to be honest, it's not that tricky. The path we've just walked down is called New Forage Walk, and as we walked we noticed quite a number of new trees being planted, cherry, honeysuckle, and the information board gives you a really good overview of some of the different types of shrubs, trees that you would have walked through. So we've had a lovely pasty, coffee and tea at the National Trust Cafe. We got in early because it's quite busy now because it is lunchtime, and here are the two rescue donkeys which I believe were brought here in 2015. Papa Dunk, what are their names again? Papa Dunk says Callum and Morris. They look quite content. chewing at the grass. We're now off to see the house. We're about to go into the house here at Hatchlands. As I said, it's a Georgian property which over the years clearly has been updated and changed about. Wonderful setting within the parklands. We had a really enjoyable day at Hatchlands, walking through the parklands, visiting the house, which is really, really worth a visit. We didn't see a lot of the areas such as the Wizard's Wicks, which is a nature area for children, nor the walled gardens. We did get our pasties though. So it's bye for now. It's bye for now.